And
Yay! It says recording, so you're good. Yay!
amazing.
We did it!
We did something right. Okay, awesome. So my name is Abby Albino. I'm one of the co-founders of Rise. And we have something really special for everybody. I know we've been teasing it a little bit on our IG, but we wanted to introduce to you and to our audience this lovely lady here, Hera Nalam, who is the main character of a new movie, Canadian movie called I Propose We Never See Each Other Again After Tonight. So we're going to ask her a few questions. We're going to get to know her, get to know a little bit about the film, and then have a surprise at the end. So why don't we start by Hera? Who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
For sure. My name is Hera. I play Iris in the movie I Propose We Never See Each Other Again After Tonight. I am a Winnipeg-based singer-songwriter, actor. I'm still trying to figure it out. In this day and age, who knows what we're all going to do. So, yeah, that is me.
Amazing. Well, thanks again for taking the time to be on this interview / Zoom call / whatever this is. I think we're just really excited to have you on because as you know, and I've told you about, Rise Tribe really likes to show the younger generation or just other Filipinos examples of other Filipinos who are doing what they maybe want to do in their career. So having somebody who is a main character of a film that's in theaters is like, I'm super geeked. So, and I can only imagine that many other people are. So to start, this is a question we like to ask all of our panelists and anybody that we work with when we interview them. What is your favorite Filipino food?
Oh, mine is street barbecue. The one that you put on the grill, you watch them fan it and sauce it. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Amazing. Do you like pork or chicken?
Pork, all the way.
Okay.
I used to eat like the bottom part of it. There's like a really fatty part.
Yeah.
My sisters hated those. So every time they eat the whole thing and the fatty part, they always give to me, and I ate all of that.
The fatty part is almost the best. Like if you have a little bit of the meat and then a little bit of the fatty part, if it's hot enough, it almost like feels like you're almost taking a drink at the same time because the fat just melts in your mouth.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Amazing. That's also, it sounds disgusting, but it's delicious. Awesome. So I think one of the things that we talk about on Rise all the time is some of the challenges that we as Filipino Canadians face when we're trying to get into industries where there just isn't a ton of representation. But even before that, you know, I know you came to Canada, I think 2013. Did I make that up?
2011.
2011. Okay. So when you got here, what were some of the challenges that you faced?
Actually, I was very, very fortunate that when I went to my high school, it was I want to say 60 to 80% of it was Filipino. So I was very fortunate that I didn't really feel the culture shock until university. That's when I really was like, oh my God, I'm like bleeding in the nose because I don't understand English suddenly. They talk so fast and so fluidly that I'm just like, I think I'm understanding English differently. But I think the first one that I really struggled with moving here was being the only Filipino in my class for 4 years in the theater community. I mean, in my class at least. So it was just like,
You're from Winnipeg. Shout out the Peg. Do they call it the Peg? Did I just make that up?
Peg City, yes, that's right.
The Peg, I don't know. So you went to high school. So yes, there is a very large Filipino population in Winnipeg. But where did you go to school? University, sorry.
At University of Winnipeg. I went to University of Winnipeg.
And there still just wasn't, even though like the population of there was a large population of Filipino people, there just wasn't a lot in your specific program.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa, I think I'm the only like Filipino here. It was strange, and I think I had to wait another 3-4 years for me to see another Filipino person. I was like, oh, a Filipino person interested in theater. Whoa. Yeah.
That's like so interesting to me, and it's like did they, I always like to ask this question, like, did they know you were Filipino, or did they have questions about your background?
It was just like, you know, Filipinos, we're like, you give each other the look and you're like, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It
Like the
was
mouth,
just one of
the
those
mouth
things. It's
front.
like,
But what about the non-Filipino students? So like, did they know you were Filipino? Like, I mean, I used to get a question of like, what's your background? Like, what kind of Asian are you? And like, that's such a strange thing to ask a person.
yeah.
But did you get that?
I actually didn't get that too much. They were just like, you're Filipino, right? It's mostly like a guess for them. But yeah, that's usually the question that I get.
Interesting. Okay, so now shifting from school to home, did you have a hard time telling your parents that you wanted to be an actress or go into theater or in your field?
I kind of struggled with it at first because my dad, who is very practical, really wanted me to pursue architecture or engineering, something of the little bit more, you know, secure. And that was a little bit tough. My mom was a little bit scared. Like my mom's a teacher, and back home she was actually teaching literature, and she taught a lot of theater and directed some shows. So in a way, she understood that yes, there is a possibility, and there's a very good chance that you can pursue it as a profession. But my dad didn't understand that. So it was a bit of a struggle. But I think over time, my dad would see me do my work and like would come home late coming from all the rehearsals, and I'll bring home posters and tickets, and he'll see it on Facebook and he's like, okay, I guess she's working. So it just took time.
I guess she's working.
Yeah.
I
It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I used to get that all the time because like my parents just they don't like they didn't know what my job is, and I don't think they still know what it is. Like I think they're like, oh, she works in sports and she does things like she works for, you know, Nike or whatever, and like they're like, oh, this shoe's on sale, did you have something to do with that? Like, no, I didn't have anything to do with that shoe being on sale at Sport Check. Like, but I feel like that it's hard for them to understand, you know, like what we're doing, and because they don't again have those examples of Filipinos doing the kind of work we're doing, it's so foreign to them, where that's, I think it's important to show examples to different generations so that we can say, yes, like these people are successful and it's lucrative. And although you might think it's risky, these roles aren't risky roles, that it's passion and it's what we want to do.
Totally.